YouTube, hello to Zai, your cult leader, your cult father, your cult daddy Keronzi, back once again. I am returning to being a tormented writer, which means we're playing some more Alan Wake. We're joined by... Hey, what? A gifted sub? Already? Wow, thank you. Honestly, thank you, Marks, for the gifted sub. I do appreciate it.
What? Huh? What you talking about?
Dude, there was the bring. I honestly, I need to get all my custom. Oh, I need to sort out all of my
I
alerts
think
and
you're
put
hearing
custom
things,
ones again.
Keronzi.
No, I'm
I was
not
just
hearing
wondering.
things. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keronzi, a mind is a terrible thing to
uh, it is. There's a problem. I lost mine long ago.
lose. Tragic.
But we are being joined by Mr. Mox today. A special guest on the stream. It's normally Final Fantasy, but obviously we're not playing Final Fantasy, so the Mox is free. He's joining me.
I'm free.
You are free.
Mox has a box of cinnamon juju bears. I am free. Yeah, I can't believe where I got those. Some kids in a car gave me a box of cinnamon juju bears yesterday while I was working.
Fair enough. They probably had them because they had the munchies, and they're like, "No, actually, no, we want Taco Bell. Here, have these as payment."
It's a quick story. I was just like, is that like a box of cinnamon bears? And they're like, hell yeah, it is. You want one? I was like, sure, I'll take like two. And they handed me two. I handed them their order, and then they handed me the box. And I'm like, yeah, we really shouldn't be eating these here. Okay, okay, sure, I'll eat them.
Oh dear me. So, but yes, YouTube. If you're new here or a returning viewer, I'm getting sidetracked, and it's going to be a long intro again, possibly. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. It helps the channel grow. Gets us noticed by the algorithm. This is a blind playthrough, though. I know this game is old, but it's a blind playthrough, so please, no spoilers whatsoever. I'm looking at going through this with as little spoilering as possible, even though I have seen some play of to varying degrees. Doesn't matter.
And you have a fanatic sitting here.
That is very true. Either way, just trying to limit as much as possible, I guess. But um, I there are some links. There's a link to my merch store, lore objects. There is a link to my throne. That helps me out a ton. There's a link to Mr. Mox's channel. You should definitely go and give him a check. There's a link to my channel over when it's been live on Twitch. And hey, all money that's raised is going towards Legend of Zelda games or other streaming expenses, or just general household expenses or my mortgage, because losing a job, yay. And all subs that I got are going towards a Legend of Zelda cosplay goal. With that, as I had said, and I'll just do a very quick reminder, if you gift 5 subs, when I go back into Breath of the Wild, gifting 5 subs in a lump, I will have to stop what I'm doing as soon as whenever I get into the game, and go and fight a guardian that's outside of Hyrule Castle and the Central Plain. If you gift 10, I have to go and fight a Lionel. So that's going to be fun. At the very least, I should probably just get into the game, because I'm just waffling. Has it reset the sound on me?
I think the intro is always loud, but like the in-game sound should have stayed.
Yeah, the in-game sounds did stay. That intro was loud.
Yeah. That's a problem with old games.
Share. Mr. Wake.
Sweet. Now, I have a confession to make.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing homework while we're doing this.
Yeah, you're reading the novelization, right?
I am doing a little bit more than just that. In this particular moment, I'm dissecting secrets in the game files.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, you were looking into the ARGs and everything, right?
Oh, of course, I'm already very familiar with those, but this is one that I've actually just recently come to learn existed, which is funny, because I've gone through the files before. I didn't find shit. But it turns out it's because the secrets are hidden inside of the collector's edition.
Ah.
So, I'm going through that now, and sure enough, I found things. I found a literal PDF book called The Alan Wake Files, which is something I've been aware of, but like what they are is basically
Hang on, wait, what?
they're an explanation for something. What's
If
up?
I can, if I continue, it says one Steam Cloud Alan Wake. Is that in the
I think
first
that's
chapter?
no, I think that's file one.
Okay, I hope so. Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
this.
file one.
I think this is where I was last time.
Yep, this is exactly where you were. Because you stopped underneath this light down the stairs after Rusty got taken by the darkness. You're
Yes,
heading down.
because. Yeah, because heading back up is heading back to the thing.
Yes, your wife has been kidnapped, and the kidnapper wants you to meet him over at Lover's Peak.
Yes.
Okay, it's the kidnapper.
What? What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw it. I
Oh,
saw
it's Barry.
something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Do not feed Snoop, $100 penalty.
Apparently. Is that why you're broke?
Costs me $100 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's for your shopping bill, I'm assuming.
Yep.
You know, I know that there's not going to be anything out here, but I'm still going to go and look, just in
That's
case.
not. Yeah, it's not always true. Is the problem? So,
I know.
Like, I get it.
I know. Oops. Didn't mean
I'm
to do
here. It's me.
that. Didn't mean to do that. I just gently click the thing.
At some point, I am going to have to get up and make a coffee. There is going to be no saving me from the influence.
I didn't realize I'd found so many pages already.
Oh yeah, you've been quite thorough, and they really give you a lot of pages.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Lover's Peak.
I still think for an Xbox game, this looks fucking pretty.
Oh, it really does. I didn't realize it was Microsoft's. It was licensed by Microsoft.
Yeah, it was in development hell for a long time on this. This game was originally going to be an open world game.
I could see that.
The day and night cycle kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
That would work. I think that would have worked really well for this game.
it probably would have, but I think making it a narrative-focused game was the smart decision.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
One thing I think actually what Jesus. Thanks,
Spooky.
great.
Hello,
Entering Moonshine Cave.
Gray. Wake up. Gray, I didn't gift you a sub or anything. No, I would never do that.
No, one thing that I think would, because obviously with it being an open world, you kind of run into that thing of like, okay, well, what can be what to do? You could still make it a narrative driven with it being open world if they done something akin to Dead Rising. That you had a time limit to do what you were doing.
I see what you're going with. That's probably not a bad idea. The time limit thing is actually a really good mechanic. I love it and I hate it because of the stress.
Yeah.
Time limit thing.
Yeah.
I have the Mask of Freedom. You do have the Mask of Freedom. I am this in way of helping Keronzi. I feel it's very appropriate for me to be like a darkness right now.
Laptop set up. I need to grab Link's meds and deal with him. That's fair. Moonshine Cave. This cave was the site of frequent and lucrative bootlegger activities throughout the Prohibition, 1919 to 1933. It was mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times, alcohol was also distilled on the premises. One thing that I like is anytime you get near to that secret, there is that deep, unsettling, heavy breathing.
It sounds like it's somebody breathing through like a filter or something. Perhaps a diver.
Yeah. Or an achievement. Discover 5 hidden chests.
They're not particularly hidden well, if I'm being
No.
honest.
Yeah.
The cleverness of needing a flashlight to illuminate them is cool, but like, let's be honest, like once you are on the trail, it's easy as hell.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think if they had gone with the open world, you would have needed a time limit on it. I think to just have you just have constant free reign doesn't make too much sense. Well, that can
fell down.
fell over. Oh,
He's surrounded. Time to fight.
ow.
You got the Johnny.
Oh, I'm out of ammo with that. That's why.
Out of shotgun shows.
That's why that
Because you know the
ultimately
secret
changed.
of losing your weapons constantly, feel free to just kind of use your ammo willy-nilly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, why I picked up all that ammo at the end of that boss fight, but it all goes.
Thing is, this isn't technically a horror game. This is a thriller.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is a horror game. And that one doesn't take your stuff. except in choice bits, but you get it back, kind of thing.
Yeah. Alright. Doesn't look like there's anything else kind of hidden. I'm not in a point where I'm constantly being hunted yet.
Yet is the key word.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. That at a point I was like, I killed everyone. Why? I'm like, I realized like, oh, I'm in a point where I'm just hunted relentlessly now.
It's a very simple concept of just being stuck in isolated in the woods and killer, lumberjacks are coming to get you.
Yeah. Because I wasn't sure whether it was because I was going off of too far off the beaten path. Or if it was, like, designed.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Oh yes, this reminds me. Some of my readings of the novelization, there are some differences, of course. One of the ones is early on when Alan and his wife are heading out there to the cabin. In the novelization, they spot something really weird that shouldn't be. A car impaled on a tree. And they're like, isn't like his wife is like, oh man, isn't that pretty how nature takes things back? And Alan's like, how the fuck did a tree impale a car?
Yeah. Alright.
The evil!
Jesus. Sorry to shout, sir.
The fucking atmosphere, man.
Welcome back, Gray.
I think there's a shotgun shells in that bench there.
There's a
What's
shotgun.
a whole ass shotgun?
Whole ass shotgun if you don't find the one in the secret. I like the sanctuary.
Moment of peace.
Bears.
Bears. While I do recommend going crazy with your weapons, don't forget that there are harder enemies.
Yeah, it's why I'm just using the revolver mostly, unless I have to.
Oh man, I fucking love the revolver. I'm a sucker for revolvers, so I'm biased. Then again, I'm also a big fan of handguns in the Resident Evil games, and I will go as far into those games with a handgun as I can.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Tree, please.
Right here.
What the?
Don't even bother shooting them while they've got the darkness on them.
I thought I cleared it.
No, he's not done yet. He's now he's done.
Yeah, these are...
Dodge. Very persistent. We dodge again. Hell yeah.
Finally. Oh, missed that one.
Hit.
Ow.
Ah, he dodged the other way. Got him.
Oh, so that red bar up in the top left is my health bar, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's your HP. Yeah.
Alright.
Yield in the light.
I just dealt with them and there are already more coming. The grey old one. Felled by lightning in 1937, the exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir, Pseudotia suga menzelensi susper glucia, was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length.
That's a tall ass tree.
That
And it
is
got
a
struck by
tall ass
fucking
tree.
lightning. Why not walk through it?
Pop.
The darkness. Nailed it.
Alright, I mean, I'm assuming I'm going down there.
Probably.
Okay, yeah, I think the game is like, no, don't go exploring. I do not have the ammo to deal with these guys right now.
Running is an option.
Yeah, because you don't, like, gain anything from killing them.
The satisfaction of a job well done. Man, this spooky is really trying to spook you.
Okay, I'm surprised I managed to get that one.
Now the dodging's kind of generous in it.
Oh, that was...
Oh, it's the generator bit. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, the fact that it literally cut out as I reached it was like, oh, that's mean.
That's funny.
I want to check in here.
No. Don't do it. Ah!
Yeah,
Don't
right.
feed the animals. $100 fine.
Pretty much.
Huh?
Ow.
And if you Abu, it's $500 fine. Remember? Oh. $500 fine. 1,000.
I didn't see anything.
I just showered. I'm also eating cinnamon bears. Sorry, I was being bitten by Snoo, and now I have to pay a $100 fine because technically I fed an animal.
I heard.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there's one down there as well.
Coffee thermos. Yeah, I'm gonna go and just get that coffee made right now. I'll be right back. It's too late for me. I'm a
Yeah.
goner.
Bear alert! Oh no, we're gonna get a darkness bear. Okay, I can't. Well, that was close. We made it. Through tree, okay. Alright. Dates from... What is this? The tree... The tree this ring was cut... the tree this ring was cut from started growing in 1846, the year the Oregon Treaty was signed. Other notable events marked on the rings: 1853, the Washington Territory was formed. 1878, the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Co. and the town itself. 1889, Washington was granted statehood. 1929, tree damaged in a forest fire. 1970, the Bright Falls Mining Company closes its doors after a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake. 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts. 1987, tree felled by storm. Food acquired, even though I'm nauseous. Oh no, that's not good, Gray. I do hope that you feel better as the day goes on.
Food acquired even though you're not just great. You're not supposed to jump the fence.
Was the only way
The gate's
in?
The gate was there for a reason. You walked past the manuscript page.
Huh?
No, you walked past the manuscript page.
Did I?
Right there on the rock.
Oh. You're right, I didn't actually see that one. Nightingale's arrival.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him. and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Uh-oh. We've been framed. Or have we?
We'll have to see, won't we? Yeah, that seems safe.
Aren't all cable cars?
Yeah, completely.
100%.
Especially in your current situation where, I don't know, darkness tornadoes can happen or swarms of evil birds.
Yeah.
Not too worried about stuff. Lower back is what's killing me.
Oh. Like right now. Well.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move!
I
That's
lost my
hostile.
gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then
Oh.
I recognized him.
Okay, so
He'd been on the ferry when
those
I first
flares are
arrived
not
here
the
with
same
Alice.
as your flare
He knew
gun.
my name.
They keep things
We
at
were
bay.
headed in the
You can
direction
pop it
of
and drop
last
it and it'll
week.
stay in an
There was
area.
no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Or you could hold it and move it over into enemies, right?
Okay, so
otherwise-
if I hold down, I will keep a hold of it.
Yes, and you can use that to walk into enemies
Come on,
to
Wake.
for
We
one,
gotta
they
keep
won't
up.
walk into it, and
You
for
set
two,
them up, and I'll knock
yeah,
them
you
down,
can-
Wake.
burn away the darkness that way. You are basically a turret sequence right now. He's your turret. You're the light.
Okay.
They don't like it. But use the player to, yeah, protect yourself more. It's more of a defensive tool than an offensive tool.
Okay.
What I got for you?
Hey! The hell?
That's a
I
good
mean,
one.
if he could actually kill them, that would be great.
Well, you gotta burn away the dark from them, otherwise he can't kill them.
They are.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
So now you just have to
Yeah,
act as a
No
barrier.
can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer.
Alright, just give me a moment, because apparently YouTube is still sending me notifications, even though I'm busy.
Gotcha.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Well, hurry up.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Wait. Move it or lose it. That's right. You just keep coming. Just die already. Die. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Is that thermos? It is a thermos.
Thermal.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Hey, you got the fat guy on the wall. Nice.
Yeah. Ow, you bastard!
Boy. This is a piece of cake, Wake.
Why attack them there? There's two people standing right beside us. I'm out of flash. I'm out of flares.
That's right.
Don't let him bully you. There you go.
See? Nothing to it.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her out.
Oh, we got a gun back.
No!
back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Yeah, that was a stupid decision.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
No, there was another flower in there.
Okay, my coffee should be made. I'll be back now. I was
Okay,
just getting the pot
okay.
brewing.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Going off the beaten path, because that's the smart thing to do.
Rusty warned me about these traps. I wouldn't want to get caught in one of them. Those teeth look
You have an
nasty.
emote of Alan?
Pardon?
Gray has an emote of Alan apparently. Also, I'm back, and I have an entire coffee pod's worth of coffee in my thermos.
Nice. Is it worth me shooting the bear traps, or just trying to dodge
Just
around
walk
them?
around them. Just dodge around them.
There are a lot of them.
There are. If you remember correctly, Rusty, before he died, mentioned that someone had said a bunch of these things.
Yeah.
That's a possum. That's not Alan.
Alan the possum.
Possum wake.
Oh!
Your foot. Bad news. Here they come. You need to get out of that. Yep. Oh. Yeah, right. So don't get caught in the bear trap.
I didn't realize I had... There was one in my path. Just get through this, Alan. We tap forward. We jitter. We jitter and jive. I've got to ask, Gray, how dark is the game for you right now on the stream? Because on my screen, it's pretty damn
Watching it on
dark.
stream. It's a little dark, but it's definitely darker than your current thing.
Like, I've turned the brightness up in-game as far as it can go. Ooh, manuscript page.
This looks like the normal Alan Wake to me, so yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Well, I mean, if you were constantly being told that, oh yeah, like, you've just got writer's block, I know how to cure it. Like, it wasn't just from his wife who was doing it, right? Like, Barry was doing
everyone.
it.
Everyone.
Everyone was doing it. And the one person that should have had his back was his wife, and she went behind his back.
Mm-hmm. Now, his frustration at the beginning of the game is actually very justified.
Oh, yeah.
This was supposed to be their little getaway.
Well, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, Flair was a good choice there.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know where they are. You can be shot.
Not so much.
I think I got the other one. Gotta go all three. But there's gonna be more coming out from these rocks. Uh-oh. That... Okay, it is just enemies. I thought that was the tornado.
It wasn't the tornado, but it certainly was the darkness. I should let you know your battery in your flashlight does recharge.
Okay.
But like I've been seeing you reload your battery when it's not necessary, and I'm thinking, let me help him.
I mean, I'm assuming I'm meant to go up that tree trunk.
Maybe.
But I can explore in here.
I
For a
love
little
how
bit.
fucking freaked out the forest looks when it's like this, man. It's great.
Oh, it's freaking insane. It's the
It-
primal fear and anxiety it causes.
Cause like...
Oh, Jesus Christ! Ow.
Unlike the other primal fear, there is actually something out here to get you, to quote unquote, there is a tiger in these woods and it is after you. I think he's vulnerable to it.
Yeah, he is.
When you put your flashlight over him and he wasn't burning away like that, that meant he was already, yeah.
Yeah, when they're like yellow, I think they can be shot.
Uh-huh. Or you can tell, just even putting the beam at them. If the little circle appears and it starts shrinking, then they're not vulnerable. If it doesn't appear, you can just shoot them.
Right.
Bad time to mention I'm literally going.
Oh,
going
Jesus
to the woods
Christ!
on Friday. Generator. You're safe.
Literally saw someone walk around the corner there.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Go back in the light.
I mean, I'm fine.
The darkness wants to get you fucking bad, but it can't.
Oh, yeah, it does.
The
Oh,
night
no.
had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh no. Just like the foreshadowing that you get from these pages.
Mm-hmm.
I hear movement. Alright. Let's see, we might have, Oh! No, I was gonna say I thought we might have some stuff from Dave the Diver, but apparently not.
Calling him Dave the Diver.
I did call him Dave the Diver. Oh, I still had the shotgun equipped.
Oh, you walked into the light. That's what happened. He was still vulnerable from last time. Rafiki, 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 Rafiki.
Excuse me. Whoop. No, 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 no. I'd like to head back to the, here, just to get my health back.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Yeah, like that play, that is... definitely... But just the age of the plane, like the style of it is old.
Very old.
Hey, Dave. I can't actually remember what the name of the diver was in that opening picture.
Tom.
Tom? Okay. Huh. But where?
Where indeed? Also, isn't it weird how there's these pockets of darkness on this thing?
Indeed. Alright. Was I meant to do that?
You did something.
I did do something.
Now, if I were to get a gander, you might be able to climb up onto that wing.
You are right. Or not.
I'm kidding. You can't actually get on that
Huh?
wing. You can't actually get on that wing. Fuck with.
Oh, okay.
It was funny.
Was that just a little
A little spook,
In-
a little scare.
little interaction you could do with the?
Yeah.
But I
This
found
is
the
the-
I found the thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna add cursed emos to BTT because y'all walked in so hard.
Oh, you know, add whatever. You have the ability to go for it. Go crazy. Where the fuck am I meant to be going? Don't go that way. Up here, maybe? I'm worried. Because the darkness isn't trying to attack me here. And I seriously don't know where I'm meant to be going. I might not even meant to be going this way.
So I think this is a side track thing. This is a little distraction.
Yeah, I have a feeling that, like, most areas where Tom the Diver leaves caches or whatever is kinda safe havens. Kinda.
They're not quite safe havens, but they're little pockets of supplies to help you.
Yeah.
Some of them are encounter points, but yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, ow, I did not mean to walk into
Caught
you.
in the gut.
Oh, you! Asshole. Oh, shit. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, needed the heal there. Hunting rifle.
It's a fairly nice rifle, actually.
Yeah, I've not found it though. I only found the ammo.
That's fine.
Yeah, I see light over there. But I want to see if there's like a thermos or some pages. Thermos. I also like that there is like a stamina gauge, but there
Yeah,
isn't
so
a
you
stamina
can-
gauge. You have just stamina that will eventually run out. Anyway. We head this way. I think I've got to go this way. Oh, well, the darkness isn't really attacking here, which is worrisome. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'd open my big gob.
Yeah. Probably couldn't just
Let me get over here.
I did that.
Ow. Ow. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Go into the light run.
Ow.
Ah, just outside of it.
Okay, I'm probably going to go and get that thermos as well, but I can grab that, and then I can just head
And then
towards the
bolt.
light. Yeah. Yep, there's the thermos.
Sounded like that guy said thermos.
Ow.
Oof. Yeah, almost knocked you into the water.
Whoop.
Kicked you. Oh god.
Okay, I can't.
Wombo comboed.
Alright, I've got some flares. Alright, I'm gonna deal with this guy, these guys here before I head down there. Still gonna try and get this thermos before they attack. Getting the jump on me this time, bitch. Pop a battery in, at the very least. Probably gonna drop a flare this time around.
Fair enough.
So I get close. Oh, wow, okay.
No shit.
One thing that I've noticed that even if the enemies are have been burned, you can still like stun them with the flashlight.
Yes. They still are averse to the light.
Yeah.
There's an invisible wall there, Val.
Yeah, I worked that one out.
So, I'm gonna be upfront. This is the buggiest place in Alan Wake.
Okay.
If things go bad, I know how to handle it. Let's hope they don't.
Shit. Ow. I think I may have taken unnecessary damage there, but okay. See the page over there? Whoop. Okay.
It's beginning.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Do I keep going up, or do I go back down to that other room?
Sorry, I distracted. I found in my game files a fucking Alan Wake screenplay.
Interesting. Coming down in here.
Holy shit, it's a screenplay of the whole fucking game.
Oh, so it's just the script of the game?
Yeah, no, it says screenplay.
Well, yeah, it technically would still be classed as a script. Every script is still classed as a screenplay, because you will give like the directions that would be happening as if it was a screenplay or a movie or whatever. Oh shit!
I found a bunch of concept art. Some of this stuff's really cool.
Well, I don't know where I'm meant to be going. I saw a like area downstairs that I could go into, but I don't know where I'm meant to be going, down there or going up here. There's a door up here as well.
Where's the door?
Well, they both lead out to a balcony, just this is at a higher elevation. Oh, okay, this looks like where I need to go.
Huh, there's concept art and stuff like this in for American Nightmare. Now I found screenplays for DLC.
I have a feeling that American Nightmare was probably meant to just be DLC for this, just got too big, so they just made it its own game.
What?
Ah, okay, that's fine.
A typography guide?
Typography, isn't that... I've missed a page somewhere. So I think they're all meant to go in order. We acquire them in order, so I've missed a page.
No, you do not acquire them in order.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the typography, isn't that coding? Like...
No, typography is the graphical style and lettering within a given thing. So the way that the font looks like, the way that the letters are spaced, the coloring, whether there's a border or not, that's all typography.
Right.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy
Oh god, I have
Thornton
every
climbed up from the wreckage
manuscript page.
excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Well, I know what I'm actually going to suggest this time around, again, when it comes to the things.
I found a comic. An actual, like, comic book.
Nice. You didn't walk into him, you ran into him. Oh.
aware of Widowmakers.
Oh, I done that too early. What does this say? The darkness wears
Her face.
her face. Whose? The old lady in the veil? Or my wife's?
Good question.
Hunting rifle.
I'm not gonna tell you the answer.
No, no, I know.
Today.
Ooh, hey, my jumping paid off.
Manuscript page.
Wake feels the dark presence.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Jesus Christ!
Hey, Ronzi.
Well,
Ronzi, the game. Is
thank
gone.
you, Voice Meter Potato. You scared, or you've done that, and it brought me out of the game, and everything's breaking. Oh, Jesus Christ!
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I'm sure. Oh, what the hell? No. Woo! I'm good. I'm good.
Are you sure you're good?
You said potato. Yeah, the voice meter version I'm using is Voice Meter Potato. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't lie. The log coming free did spook me, and yeah, and then like I'm like, oh, everything's gone to shit. I thought you were calling me. You should be here already, Taddy. What are you talking about? Actually, no, you should be at work. I'm at ammo limit. Well, shit.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Well, shit. No, sir. No chainsaw for you.
No chainsaws allowed.
You got 15 minutes before work? Before you need to leave? Fair enough.
Oh, fuck me, I just found 8 videos.
Oh, what, in your files?
Uh-huh.
Jesus, man.
That's the first trailer. That's the second trailer back when the game was still open world. Oh, the Balance Slays the Demon music video.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got old Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Yep. Burbs at the door.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Fuck, it's surreal hearing Alan talk over himself.
25 coffee cups.
Yay!
Knock, knock.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Go back to this. Tire swing. Closed for renovation. Nightingale fires away.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond. I had to find the key to the garage.
Quite clearly, the key to the garage will be in here.
In the bathroom?
Specifically,
There's
the
something
female.
rifle ammo.
Specifically, the female bathroom.
This bathroom's
I
kind of
needed
bare.
the garage key to get to the car.
Yeah. Let's see what's in the gents.
You ever been on a tire swing?
Yes.
I fucking love tire swings.
Been on tire swings. I've been on zip lines
The
as
garage
well.
key had to be somewhere
Oh,
nearby.
I've never done zipline. I bet that's fun.
Why is the TV not working? I mean, he's gonna start working since I picked that up. Yep.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Ain't that the truth?
Jesus!
He was taking a piss.
He was taking a piss and I interrupted him.
Even the evil has to piss, Ronzi. He's probably sucked in there. It's fine. You're probably gonna leave. Just let the man piss in peace.
Yeah. He'd be pissing.
He do be pissing. The pisser.
The pisser. The piss boys.
So, funny enough, they did keep a couple of things from the open world days.
Would it be being able to drive?
It would be correct. Who cares? Fucking go through them. You know.
I'm not entirely sure where I'm meant to be going.
There
Probably
is
towards the
kind of
light.
a path. And more cars in case you wreck yours.
Okay, so you can get into these other cars.
Yes. Drive, Alan, drive.
Are there any pages out in this driving section?
I genuinely don't remember.
Okay.
Time to get out.
Oh, well, isn't this
The
helpful?
flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
That's a big guy.
That was the main aim. Okay.
That out stop me. Ugh.
I don't know how that... Oh, stop for me!
Flare gun? You're in a bad spot there, sir.
I know, I'm in a bad spot.
They made Max Payne. They're king of the slow-mo, let's be honest.
It was more just the gazer, it just like... shot into him and just exploded. I have found all of this hunting rifle ammo, and I still haven't found the hunting rifle.
You're overpowered in Claire Obscura. Isn't that the point of that? Is to become a beast?
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
One move from one character kills everything on the field. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, setting up for a time limit, they literally just put it like, oh, you have 2 days. See, it makes
Barry
sense.
talked about birds over the phone.
Shit, the light's gone out.
Barry!
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 Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Prepare to defend yourself from birds. The swarm.
Frickin' Krill from,
From Gears of War, yeah.
yeah. We got a remake of that coming.
We do!
Got a couple of you fuckers.
So, why do you keep looking at the ground?
I keep looking at the ground because if I'm looking at them, they won't charge.
That is not true.
Legal, I'm in the middle of something.
Legal. Yeah, if you don't watch their videos, though, they'll see you in court.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hey, please!
Hey! Hey! I think they're flying above the canopy. Oh, wow. I'm getting them through the canopy? What? I'll take it. Not deserving of a game.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al.
You did it.
I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
It's all good, Barry.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Ooh. Ooh.
Spooky.
Music. Which. What's a boat doing there?
Like I said, but
I know why there was. I now know why that there was darkness on that plane. Right, I'm gonna have to skip the song, unfortunately, because I'm fairly certain.
yeah.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
I'll get to that in a minute.
Exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al.
Right, they're just gonna keep talking. So we're just to stop there. I have a feeling that the reason that the aircraft had the the darkness on it is the same reason as to why there's just a random boat that's right there in front of me, away from water. Is that most of that phenomena are linked to the Lady in Mourning, but is also linked to the explosion or the eruption from the lake. The boat, if that is one that is covered in darkness and is there from following her at the very least, then that gives credence to the theory. But my guess is probably that aircraft was flying overhead when whatever erupted from the lake happened, which is why it was out of place, why it was rusted, and why its design was incredibly old, as if it was something from the 1970s. Also, I think it was also it was a plane that was designed to land on lakes. I'm fairly certain I saw the flotation things on the wings.
It is in fact a aquatic plane.
Yeah. And I think I missed some of the normal pages. Yeah, I missed one page. So there must have been a page in that final section that I didn't get.
It's fine.
I mean, it's not like
Oh,
I can't get all of them anyway, so...
You can't get all of them anyway, and you keep all the ones that you have unlocked. So if you were to say, play this again to get the harder ones, you can also get the ones you missed.
Mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Interesting.
Hey, Ronzi.
Yes.
I missed the first bit of you playing this, so...
Come on, mister.
I gotta ask.
I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
How much of the cabin did you explore?
I went in as much as I could.
Did you find the books?
I think I did.
Over on a dresser in the living room is a count of books written by Thomas Zane. They're all books of poetry. Alan looks at them and considers using them for possible things for his writing.
Then no, I didn't see those.
Let me ask a question.
Yes.
If Thomas Zane was a poet, and you found a bunch of his books, and according to Barry, he was a famous poet, how come none of his poetry can be found?
They were removed.
That is certainly a thought.
They were removed from publication after his death. But it's a thought. But the thing is there would still be records of them being published. And the thing that Barry said was he could find no trace of them. Which I would assume would be even publication record. So he could have.
Stirring in the back of your mind.
It's also possible that this then comes down to just whether is this like real life or is Alan Wake dreaming himself? And none of this is real, and because obviously the story that we're finding is playing out the events that we're experiencing in the possibility. I'm trying not to use future knowledges that I've got. That's the thing. That using like this entire creation of Thomas Zane is created for what was there, because as well as I think as I mentioned is that in the cabin there was a calendar that whatever happened, whenever all of this happened, it would have been in July because the calendar was marked July 4th, 1970. I did notice the calendar.
It's you have no idea how many times I have heard that particular date. It's just funny hearing it.
I mean, I also probably realized the calendar is just marking that July 4th is a holiday. Not so much that the date was, because it was just a static wall-hanged calendar. It's not one that you can highlight the date for. Chances are it wasn't July 4th, but it was in July, or at the very least, at the end of it, it could have been in August, but I don't see why they wouldn't have moved it to August. So it's sometime in July 1970. Not when this game is taking place, but when the eruption happened. They haven't given an exact date for it, just at in 1970.
Just follow me.
Maybe we'll find
It's
out
not
more.
far.
Oh, we'll follow you, Randolph, but I'm just having a look around for manuscript pages. Don't mind me.
Fun fact.
Yes.
I actually grew up in.
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't
Oh.
run itself.
Fair
So
enough.
looking at this is nostalgic.
Yeah.
Fun fact: there are no fun facts about Alan Wake.
Brandy's dogs.
Randy's nuts, maybe.
Randy's nuts in your mouth.
Yeah,
I
how
might
about
go and
that?
get me some.
It was
I
there in
have
the
these
morning, as if it had
jalapeno
fallen from the
cheddar
sky. But it
sausages
would take
in
a
the fridge,
tornado
and I
to
am
move
actually
something like
thinking
that.
about eating those.
We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
So
No,
that's new.
that's
Aw,
new.
give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Oh, come on. Stop looking at the boat that fell from the sky.
That's covered in black gunk like darkness. My theory is holding up. That was on the boat when the volcano exploded. That was on the
That
lake.
boat is new.
It's new here. It fell last night. Not necessarily that it's a new boat. It appeared because obviously the woman in mourning.
Local girl, Barbara Jagger,
Okay.
drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al,
Oh.
I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
So okay, I say
Just
so
sipping
the
my coffee here.
so the lady in black possibly is Jagger. Possibly, or is someone completely different.
Potentially. Seems likely. Given what we have.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
remember
Give
that
it.
phrase, the darkness wears her face.
Yeah. I mean, I assumed that old lady, that it was referring to that old lady. That the old lady is a personification of the darkness in some form.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to. Oh dear.
Keronzi doesn't like old
Mr. Wake.
ladies.
I'm so
Did you see
glad
that?
you're here.
I did see that,
Rose,
yeah.
you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please come in.
Like, how can he not tell that there's something wrong with her?
Hey, this
Because
is
Alan's
really
kind of
good.
indicating.
Rose,
Yes.
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Spiked coffee.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I cannot tell you how many
I
times
felt
I've done that in
nauseous,
my life.
hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jacker. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
So there was Barbara. But there was Jaeger.
Mhm.
Just
Do you think
Ryan
Trinky has
Gosling.
something like that? Do you think Trinky has something like that for
Henry Cavill?
Yeah. Also, that is
Probably.
not.
No,
Yeah, that's
I know.
Actually, yeah, that's the face actor.
Yeah, yeah. I realized as much. But you know, it's just that one, like on the bottom left. Very quick glance, you could confuse that with
Rose took a
Gosling.
day from me. I had
Is it
less than
Gosling?
12 hours left
No.
to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
I saw the thermos. No, not Ryan Gosling. Who was the guy who was in the new Blade Runner?
Oh, what is his name?
You know who I mean though, right?
It is Ryan Gosling.
It is Ryan Gosling. Okay, I was right. I'm not going crazy.
Well, I mean,
I'm already crazy. It's fine.
Well,
I'm not going crazier. Rose.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you.
It's
nice
amazing
day.
at how fast
Come
your
back
upsetness with
soon.
it dissipates.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not angry at
Barry
Rose.
was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
He's lost his New York accent, which means he puts it on for show.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Randall calls the
Mr.
police.
Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. how she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer, but those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble, and they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh no. And this is where, yeah, and this is where we meet the FBI agent, and he will shoot at us as we read in the last chapter.
When Trinky messaged me a couple of days ago with a screenshot of her horrified face, she said this is where she got to.
I had a feeling. I did look at the achievement lists that she had done, and I believe she had gone further than me than when I stopped. Oh, radio. We didn't have any in the last section.
Flashbangs.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law.
This was the guy who was in the jail cell.
Yeah.
Well,
I heard something like that, Walt.
yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Time to move because the music.
But I like the subtle horror of the town going through this shit while you're doing this.
Yeah, because quite...
People just...
Yeah. Just caught up in it. But like, it's sounding like what Walt encountered was a taken. His friend Danny had been taken.
And, I gotta give kudos to him. He took down a Taken with his bare fucking hands, so...
Yeah.
That's crazy, actually. That's nutty.
Yeah, because didn't they say his friend just disappeared?
Yeah, he beat his friend up with his fist, and his friend just disappeared.
Wait.
Running water.
Okay, I'm not going crazy. Crazier, I should say.
Someone's pissing in there.
They got a huge ass bladder.
Bladder like a camel.
Yeah. I see,
Speaking of bladder like a camel, I also have to piss. I'm also gonna go make a sandwich.
Hang on.
I might do them
Hang
at
on.
the same time. I can't say.
Shh. Oh, it's a
Be right
baby.
back.
Baby crying. Sorry, I thought I heard something else. It was a baby crying. Sorry, I just, you know, I can explore. I'm gonna explore.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Well, no.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
Whoop!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Well,
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy.
Get after him! Don't let him get away! Move it! Move it! Move it! I'll have your chance if you let him get away!
I've gotta go. Got no light. Got no gun. Oh no. Things are about to go to shit.
Stop running! There he goes! Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Fan out! Over here! Down there! God damn it! Where'd he go? God damn it! Where'd he go? Slip away! Keep an eye out!
They're firing flares at me. Not helpful. There's a page.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Might give me a clue.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Okay, interesting. So it was called forth by the poet in the 70s. And he managed to return it back to its depths along with him. The rock stars had stirred it from its deep sleep. The poet had sunk it back into. Okay, so the rock tracks that happened like during the 80s and everything gave it, kept its life beating. And then Wake's arrival gave it its way out. Oh no, the darkness is... Oh shit.
I'm a federal
Well, Nightingale's in trouble.
The suspect was last sighted running along the gorge that leads westward from the trailer park. All units are advised that the suspect may be armed. Approach with caution. James out.
I'm unarmed, bitch! Yeah, at least the darkness intervened on my behalf, I guess. Rose visited by the dark
Rose didn't
presence.
know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
So, at the very least, the light, given the interaction he said about the darkness in his lover, essentially, when Barbara...
So how was Agent Nightingale?
He's an arsehole. I just musing at the moment. The light is Thomas Zane. Given his familiarity with the darkness, the diver, Tom the Diver, is also Thomas Zane. Tom being short for Thomas.
Welcome to a new nightmare.
Yeah, on the run from the police.
Yeah, running through the woods, being pursued by the darkness, while authorities are searching for you that don't know what's in the woods.
Yeah, they're gonna get caught by the darkness. Yep. Like, the darkness is inadvertently helping me. Because the darkness wants to use me to get out. The darkness needs a medium. I got a page that was talking about the origin, essentially, of the darkness, that it was summoned by Zane. That I think once Zane realized what it was, caused probably the destruction of his cabin that took the darkness back down to the depths, but him along with it. The rock band of the 80s kept it alive and kept it stirred enough that when Wake arrived on the ferry, it could wake up to him because it had someone else to use as a vessel to get out.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
Guy we're chasing. It's not him. Who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Who would believe that a writer would take out all these police officers?
I mean, if they were taken, sure, but they're not taken. They're just police officers.
They don't even know about the Taken.
No. Also, going back to something that you had said earlier about
Uh-oh.
in the
Consequences of my actions.
in the novelization you were saying about how Wake and his wife saw a car and they had two very different reactions to it being impaled by a tree.
Yep.
It reminds me of images I've seen of that exact thing where she's saying like, oh, it's amazing how nature takes back things. Someone chained a bike to a tree before going to war. I can't remember if it was World War One or World War Two. But slowly over time, that tree continued to grow, and it ate it into it, and the bike was now fused with the tree because it grew round it.
Right.
So it's not an unknown phenomena that nature will do that, the trees will do that. But like, no, it's a car that was impaled by a tree. That makes no sense.
It was absolutely impaled, is the thing.
Yeah. That's the part. It's like if it grew around it, that would be something different. But impaled on the tree? No, that's something else entirely. What am I doing? The police, led by a volatile FBI agent Nightingale, are chasing Wake. For the fear of missing his meeting with the man who kidnapped his wife, he can't afford to stop.
That's a helicopter.
That's the helicopter that's going down.
Run. Run, Ellen.
You on the ground. Hold it right there.
Herbs.
Here they come.
Oh, the birds. Jesus. Base darkness. The darkness helping a brother out. I need to go that way, I'm assuming. Let's check what's up here. I'm not entirely sure what I should be, There's a thermos.
Better go get it to jump off the cliff.
It's a bit away. But I'm not entirely sure what I should be focusing on. Like, I see the crash. But I think
I had the familiar gas station, actually.
that's the gas station from the first chapter.
Sure was.
There's a thermos.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I say, Mueller is Barry?
No. Mueller is one of the police officers. Wheeler is Barry.
Oh, Wheeler. Okay, that... Yeah, for some reason I always just think Joey.
They both, they're from the same family. They're both from New York. They got that Brooklyn accent.
The Brooklyn, yeah, the Brooklyn Bars.
Yeah, you got Joey Wheeler and you got Barry Wheeler. It's time to duel, Barry.
Ah, the radio station. That's probably what I've got to head.
That's probably a safe bet.
Oh, there's nothing else in here then.
It's incredibly lucky that the woods are as bright as they are, because this is not what the woods look
imagine
like
that
at
the
night.
broadcast tower in the distance
No.
was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a
It's
decent
just
guy.
dark,
Perhaps
like,
he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Dark.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Though I will say, I've turned the brightness all the way up.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without light.
Sorry, what was that?
I was saying, I shine my light on that one if you get the ability to.
Oh yeah.
I do think you needed to interact with them.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just having a look around before I do it.
Collect your thermos with your phone.
Yeah,
There was no power to the searchlight.
Yeah, you gotta turn it on. Look at this riveting gameplay.
QTEs. Very simple QTEs.
Yeah, see, Alan Wake was always meant to be in Dead by Daylight. He knows how to start generating. Don't even get me fucking started on that crossover.
On the what?
Dead by Daylight crossover. He's in it.
Yeah.
And he's in Fortnite.
Look, those Lives as a Service games make big money. They're gonna do as many crossovers as they can to get as much revenue into them and the IPs and everything.
You don't understand. It's not the same with Alan Wake. That's no good.
Doesn't just putting Alan Wake into Dead by Daylight just write Dead by Daylight into the Remedyverse?
It writes Alan being there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a part of the Remedyverse. It just means that Alan got there by one means or another.
Yeah, 'cause it's sounding like there's like the entity actually just tricks or does something to get people there. Like, all of them are there for different reasons.
It took me a moment to recognize the flash of grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
We got flashbangs.
Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Sorry, Baker, there is no one. Alright, so I can use the flashbang to disrupt groups of darkness and get away, because I don't have a gun right now. All these busted up police cars and no guns.
I wonder where the guns are.
Oh, they just straight up kill them. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Game. Oh, the Taken are now the officers. I may want to be judicious with these flashbangs and try and dodge the Taken until there's a large group of them.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Small town, USA.
Small town, USA. Bright Falls has people, but it also doesn't.
I'm getting the very... There's a page over there. So... Oh. There is a show. Bright Falls... Oh god, how did you guys survive? Let me deal with this and I'll kind of explain a little more. Alright, fine. Yeah, there's a show over here called Midsummer Murders. And it's reminding me very much like Bright Falls right now. In that, like, this show has been going on for a very long time. There's like 20 seasons or something like that. And every time I see it, because my parents watch it, my mum watches it, like, near enough religiously, it's like, why are people still going to this place? Like, everyone just keeps dying. Like, even in an episode, you could have, like, 2 or 3 people die in an episode. How is there still a population to this place?
Night Springs does, in fact, get kind of decimated after everything happens here.
Yeah. didn't get all of them. Hey, I threw the...
That seemed pretty solid.
Go on, get your health back,
You're
Alan.
still alive.
The darkness seems to have receded for now. Well. I've got flashbangs to spare.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bothered.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Oh.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for
Your
that
favorite.
compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
How can I be sure?
That was uncalled for. Alright, well, time to barge in here with copyrighted claims. Please, YouTube, give me a break.
The copyright claims. Let's get copyright struck tonight.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Oh no. The police are looking for me.
Mr. Wake.
The police are looking for me. No, why would you do this? Why would you announce on the radio I just arrived?
It looks like Mr. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Oh!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Nobody is going to even blame Alan for running at this point.
No! So, what the hell is Nightingale's problem?
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, like I said, why would you exclaim that I'm here? That's so stupid.
He didn't know.
Nah, that is true. He didn't know. But it is seeming like Nightingale doesn't even want me alive in the first place. He just wants me dead.
He is hunting you down, yes.
And he's only just arrived. Like, why is he hunting me?
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dream.
I didn't even know I had this
Everything
one.
was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Yeah, I don't know what... It's seeming like he's either on a power trip... Hey, you bastards! Oh, you bastards! Get away from me! Get away from me! I couldn't move! The game would not let me move!
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Game hated me.
Hated you so much. Just unlocked you.
Okay, so at least I got a revolver now. Ow, 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 ow.
The bush!
The bush! The mighty bush!
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
The darkness controls are taken. I hear the breathing.
It might be that whoever is leading this stuff for you might work for the power company.
Maybe. Boom, headshot. Though, I am out of pistol ammo. In light, you can
Yes.
pad them.
It's fine.
Ugh, more coming. I would like to get up on the tree, please. Ooh, page. Wake attacked by a bulldozer. Oh no.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
That does not sound good. Sarah distrusts Nightingale.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Excellent!
Excellent indeed. Sarah should trust her gut. Oh, we gotta go across. Oh, why?
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Either that was Alice influenced by the darkness, or Alice has seen a taken version of Alan.
That's not how the Taken works.
Well, no,
The darkness literally takes you.
Yeah, but that's not how it is with Barbara. It's like the darkness is inside of her, walking in her skin.
Yeah, Barbara's just a Taken.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Uh-oh. Darkness is able to control inanimate objects.
Oh yeah, we've seen it do it before, like with the gate
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Ammo. Thank you, buddy. Jesus!
He's a speedy boy. Get him.
He's a dead boy.
Oh, you were offended.
How dare ye attack me in this sacred place? Now, I remember what you said about them not all being safe.
Yep. I wanted to make sure you were aware before you let your guard down at a bad time. Like that,
Well,
actually.
I mean, my guard was down.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Follow.
Yeah, well, good luck with that, Alan. Keronzi, I need your opinion on something.
Yeah.
There's a whole new event in Fallout 76 where you can actually become a ghoul. And you have to be level 50, which
The
I'm
darkness
50.
that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was
Should I
taking
become a
over
ghoul?
everything in its path.
I mean, are there benefits to it?
Yes. You get a lot of damage and radiation resistance and some other fun food. Watch out. That roar signifies they're gonna charge.
Ow.
And these things can shoot
Oh.
at you. Like that.
The opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from
Do
there.
you have any more flashbangs by any chance?
I do. I'm holding 2.
You might want to think about using one.
Yeah.
That's a lot in there.
I saw that there were a lot in there. Oh, you were saying there's a benefit to becoming. There is a benefit to becoming a ghoul.
Yeah, let me go for a poll.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Okay, like the flashbang's done nothing. The flashbang's done nothing.
I hoped I could find a car from there.
Tragic. So you heal from radiation and you're not affected by radiation. You get specific, sort of like overshield called glow, which gives you more resistance. Mutations cannot be obtained from radiation. You are immune to disease. And you have this thing called a feral meter, where the lower your feralness, the more regular benefits you have, but the higher your feralness, the different benefits you have. Like if you have a very low feral, you get a bonus to your strength, your endurance, and your HP. But once it gets higher, you actually lose endurance and HP by great amounts. However, at 0%, where you have a complete feral, you get 150% damage bonus. No charisma. You have -99 charisma. No endurance. Less HP, less AP, and your accuracy gets decreased by 300%. But your physical damage goes up considerably.
Look, how I know you like playing games?
Hey now. Hey now.
Look, am I wrong? In a game where you are predominantly meant to shoot, you will try and find melee weapons.
You are absolutely incorrect, is the funny thing. My experiences with you say otherwise, but I am an anomaly, sir. There are some games where I only use guns, there are some games where I exclusively use melee, and there are some
Yeah.
games where I use a combination. I do what I wish. I cannot be pinned down.
Was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Okay. How are we doing with this? Ow. Alright, okay.
You did it. You did it.
The flashbang's actually done something this time around. Yeah, last time they done nothing. Ow. Can you not, like, cinematic dodge them?
You can.
Just difficult
You absolutely
because their trajectory is all over the place.
They're really fast.
Yeah. Wake and the dark presence in the lodge.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
That's a little fucked up, Alan.
As a teenager,
Indeed.
just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Heavy-duty flashlight. It is a much more powerful flashlight. The best flashlight is a heavy-duty lantern, and that thing is fucking awesome. It's like a spotlight in your hand. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's like a miner's light, right?
Mm-hmm. This is like a mag light.
Yeah.
You could probably beat someone with a mag light.
Yeah, probably.
You're both wacko. You're wacko, Gray! You wacko! Stinky. Pointing at you, calling you Stinky.
Now, children, I'm not... Calm
Can't
down.
even call me Stinky. I literally showered before I sat here.
It's kind of same.
And... Shit. Fuck. Wasn't ready for that. Touche, you got me there. Moxie says Stinky is no!
Well, you have been bitten by a snow.
Look. I will not have you say these things that I can't defend against. Shoot the red barrel. Shoot the red barrel. You got one very close to you. Good shit. Off. Good job. Woo! You blew up a barrel almost into yourself. The way I like to think of it is cost effectiveness with that. You killed a big guy with one bullet. That's pretty cost effective.
Yeah.
Scary Batman. He charging. He was charging. Right in the dome.
No. I will not have a hammer to the face, sir.
It will not be hammer time.
Is it in light you can hurt them? Okay.
Real big doors. Now, if I was a betting man, and I walked into a room with a bunch of batteries and flares, I would think something bad was going to happen.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Is it a time for our favorite show, this Key Door?
Existence for granted, unaware
Yeah.
that they're merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right.
They are set, I just
in
don't.
Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you add?
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology,
That one was very to the point.
for you.
Yeah.
And such quests always bear fruit.
The first one was the guy with the device that gave him quantum immunity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. That one was really good.
What's this thing I found unplugged?
Wake attacked by the dark
The
presence.
darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ow. Game!
Stubbed your toe there, did ya?
That was mighty unfair of you.
Stubbed your toe there, did ya? Had a little accident, little clumsy boy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, scratcher! Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Where's fucking Ichiban when you need him?
Hey, I haven't played that yet. Oh, ow!
Oh, Junk, you got squished. Mox. Well, that went poorly. That's alright, you'll get it, you got this.
I see an emergency box over there.
Hey, there is an emergency box over there. Now don't get squished. Oh shit, that was uncomfortably close.
That was very close.
You did put that flare on it in a very good position. That did some serious fucking damage. Now it is immune to your base flashlight. You have to focus on it to hurt it like that.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, it stuck your toe.
Definitely caught my toe.
Focus. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, you?
Oh, I think he got you.
Yeah, he got me. There's no real place to hide.
It's a lot of running. A lot of running.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't run. You can only dodge.
Yeah, but you can get it to basically get some distance between each other, and then have it hit a wall or have to correct itself. Got this figured. I ran over the Taken! Friendly fire! Focus. You know that could have been.
Ow. Ow. I'm running out of flares.
Yeah, you're gonna need to use your flashlight on it. Like, focus the flashlight on it. There you go. Got it. Yeah, not too bad. You got out of that barely nicked.
Oh.
You went through your flares, but I gotta say that was probably like well-used resources. And you're full on your flashlight batteries.
Yep.
Yeah. Victory thermos. For your victory coffee.
No, let me just.
Shame there's no like yellow herbs in this game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming I gotta use the car, but.
It's a car to drive time. Drive to car. Time for car. Alan said time for car.
Yeah, apparently so.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
I think of a Highland Hill advertisement. Are you town?
Are you town?
The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice.
So my
A drowning
question
man
is,
will
do
clutch
you
at
want
a
to
straw.
stop here?
Yeah, I probably should.
This is a good spot for you to probably stop, given the time and things.
Yeah. Oh, we still got a while
You're still in
to
the
go.
same chapter, to be
Yeah.
clear.
Hang on a minute. Cancel that. Interesting. Hunting. I got 7 kills with a hunting rifle. How? When?
You know, with your rifle.
I never had one.
Your rifle.
I got 33 coffee. Okay, I got more manuscripts than I was expecting. Oh, cans of pyramids?
Yeah, so pyramid cans, if you haven't been noticing them, are kind of
I
scattered
have.
here and there.
I have been noticing them. I just thought they were there. I didn't shoot them.
No, you need to shoot them.
There's a lot of collectibles here.
You sure the fuck are! It's fine. It's fine. You weren't going to be able to find them all in the first place.
Fair enough. I'm assuming a lot of them are nightmare only.
A lot of them are only, and some of them are only in the DLC.
Right. But hey, now I know that I can. I didn't want to shoot them because I'm like, I don't want to waste ammo. It's ammo, right? But okay. Oh man, I'm probably gonna play this tomorrow as well.
Go for it. Good shit.
Stream some more. Oh.
Good stuff, good stuff.
So, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. It helps the channel grow, because knows by the algorithm. Those comments down below, so I'll respond to you in kind, unless you try and spoil this game or this series, and bring the banhammer down. Or the horny hammer. I mean, they're one and the same for me. And as Gray is spamming in chat, please come and join us. There's a link down below for my channel. There's also going to be a link down below for Mr. Mox's channel. There's a link for my throne list. There's a link to the Lore Objects merch store. I'm missing lore objects galore in Alan Wake. Those Panta Pyramids are going to get shot to shit now. But I've already missed a few. Here it's a sword grey, but on YouTube I has the bonk hammer. So, but yes, we would love to see you here, YouTube. But until next time, may you stay safe in this broken masquerade.